Welcome to the Microsoft Tips Showcase, where we provide quick, single-topic videos on how to do something within a Microsoft-related tool such as SharePoint, Dynamics, Office, etc. SV MacPack is a certified veteran-owned and HubZone consulting firm supporting primarily the U.S. federal government. In support of our customers' need to maximize the value of the tools they currently invest in, we started creating related videos. We hope you find these videos as well. In this video, you're going to learn how to activate and modify global navigation. We'll move quickly to keep the video short, but don't worry, if you don't get it the first time, you can watch the video again to really understand this lesson. Let's go ahead and get started by opening up a SharePoint Teams site here. I already have it on this tab. So we're going to manage the global navigation, and another way of thinking about it is top links. It's what it's called at the moment. So those are those links at the top. And the reason we call it global is they tend to go beyond a SharePoint site. If you're using Quick Launch, you would want to go within the navigation is within the site. That's just kind of a best practice. But let's get to the tip here. We're going to go to Site Settings from the gear icon. Over here under Look and Feel in the Site Settings section, you'll see Top Links bar. We're going to change that so it now will read global. It will now provide us the global navigation functionality. The way we do that is to come down here to Site Collection Features. You may or may not have the administration rights to be able to do this, and so if you don't, you just need to touch with somebody else. But at least you'll know how to do it and to instruct them. SharePoint Server Publishing Infrastructure, that's what's going to give that to us. We're going to go ahead and activate that feature. Okay, as you can see now it's active, so we've activated that feature. We're just going to go ahead and go up here to Site Settings and go back to the Look and Feel section, and now you'll notice that Quick Launch and Top Navigation or Top Links are gone, and you have this navigation menu item. So I'm going to click on it. It's going to open up a lot of activity in here, and today's tip's just about showing you how to activate it. So I showed you how to activate it, and now how to modify it. And really I want to come down here and show you the difference. Global navigation is the top navigation. The top links is what it used to be called. And current navigation is the quick launch. That's what's on the left-hand side. So now they're together in a lot more advanced functionality. Let me just show you a little bit of it. So I want to add a header. In this header I might put, for example, departments. So departments. URL for everything I always put is just that. You can add a description if you want. This opens up department level SharePoint sites. I'm going to show you this one so you can see it. In audiencing, you can see a different tooltip that we do, but you could audience this. For example, if you created an HR departments link, you could set this up to an HR group and only they would see it. It's a phenomenal way of adding a lot of links into the top navigation there, global navigation, but not having, forcing everybody to have to see all the stuff that's unrelated to their activity. It's awesome. That's a different tip that we can go into more, but just know that you can audience your headers and your links. I'm going to hit OK here. So here, different, if you know about the other ways of modifying navigation, in here it doesn't take until you hit OK down at the bottom. We'll get to that in a second. Let's go ahead and add links now under the department. I clicked on the department, and now I'm going to put in a couple of links. Just HR, tab in there. You'll notice you can open this link in a new window if you wanted, and I'll show you that really quick. I already showed you the other part, so I'm not populating it. I'll do one more in a department. So we're going to add a link. In here, let's just call this legal, for example. Good to go. Say OK. You can keep adding other headers. I'm not going to go that direction. I know you know what you're seeing. And later on, you can come back for a different tip on what are all these options meaning. I'm just showing you today how to modify the global nav. Okay, so now we have it here. Let me just come back to the home page so it's a little cleaner. Now you see the home page that we have, and you'll notice that now we've got our global navigation beginning to be populated. And there's HR and legal. If I click on legal, it opens up this same window. You notice I'm still in the same window, and I can hit the back bar, or back button, excuse me. And then if I want to go to HR, I click on that, and it opens it up in a new tab, which is my favorite thing to do when you're sending somebody global nav. That way it's easy for them to get back. And the last thing I want to show you is I did that description, and I love this part. If you do that, you hover above it, and it's got that little tip. Those are really easy things that you can put in a description that just communicates to the users who are going to be coming back to these links you're creating. Let me come back to our slide. That concludes this lesson on how to activate and modify the global navigation. I hope you found this tip useful as you continue to use Microsoft-related products in support of your day-to-day job. Please provide me with feedback in the comments, letting me know how I can make the Microsoft Tips Showcase channel and the actual tips more useful to you. Feel free to suggest tips we can create for you, and we'll get them on the schedule. Finally, if you found this review helpful, please share it with others on one of the social media platforms. I'm your host, Neil McDonald with SV MacPack. I thank you for joining me today and hope you'll join me again for other tips.